Hello, good morning. So it's been a while since the last one of these, so might as well do a little bit of recap here. It's been almost 3 weeks. I don't believe it's been that long. Alright, so here's the deal. I don't remember who exactly was changed, but here's kind of the situation everyone's going with. We got 6 spears up in front, all with different setups of the crit spear build. We've got 3 archers over here. 3 mages over here. Try to go relatively uniform on everyone but the monks. So the monks are all different variants of this whole situation. So that's always fun. And then we've got these 2 right here doing the heavier damage. He's going for more defense and delay on his attacks with a bearded axe. Crushinator is just going for more raw damage and crits. So, we'll see. Basically, Biceps is the one that we need when there's somebody that needs to be shut down, whereas Crushinator is more the general use type of situation. And then we've got the 3 Terror Knights over here, with this one being the best at casting, and then these 2 kind of being slight variants on each other. Looks like Fulkert is a little bit more defensive, a little bit worse on the casting. Sistina's a little bit better at it. And again, going for different builds on these. So Vagrants are essentially, like as you can see here, they're casting gloves. Cat, why are you eating that wire? Don't do that. So yeah, Vagrants are the caster gloves. It's kind of funny because I basically have almost everyone in the entire party with some variant of the Nomads, whether they're the crit variant or the casting variant. Cat, stop eating that wire. Why are you being a dick? Cat's over here like, no, I gotta munch on the wire for some reason. It's like chewing on the cord of my mic. Weird. Alright. Anyway, moving on. Alright, is this a rando? It is not a rando. Okay, actually, this is probably the Hobron fight. True. Forgot about that. In that case, we're probably gonna want archers. Probably... Yeah, let's just rebuild this entire party. Okay, yeah, monks. 3 is maybe a little bit too much for this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go for these 2. I'd like to see the new Terror Knight get a chance to shine. Sistina's still catching up. Yeah, I think this ought to work. Do they use dragons in that fight? I don't think so, so we're probably okay leaving the Dragoon behind. Or Dragoons. Angry Man is going after Blind Man. And then he gets surrounded by ninjas. Yeah, sure, okay. Don't actually show how the class functions, but that works. And then all those guys finally catch up. It is the pants. The pants are there. Alright, so they're all happy about getting a bounty. But unfortunately, this is not the day for paper towels. It's alright, he's just gonna do his thing and sit there. Alright. And yeah, he's just... Of course, they're gonna start politicizing at each other. Because, as you do. So in earlier builds of this, there was a little bit of an issue with Moladani here, just basically insta-killing Hoberim, which thankfully isn't the case anymore. But either way, still a little bit of a thing to get to, so I'm pretty much going to have the archers focus on him. Everybody else is going to focus on everyone else. Figure that should be enough. In the chaos, the healers can't heal everyone, so, you do as you do. Probably turn the music up just a tiny bit here, it's a little quiet. Actually gonna speed it up a little bit while we get to the actual fight, since everyone's gonna get close for a while. It's funny because they have a lot of these maps that the intention is you're kind of given a couple rounds to position your units and get everybody around to where they need to be and all that sort of thing. But by and large, just beelining straight towards them makes more sense because they'll have way more time to respond if you end up going and spreading out around the entire map. And usually it won't end up doing much, because all the rest of your guys will have already met them by that point. Everything about this line, though. Alright. So he's complaining that this guy's too young, but come on now. Like he says, can't really complain about free help, can ya? Alright. Does he have a black steel already? Or whatever the one vision variant of that is? I thought he usually comes in with Cane Blade. Yeah, he does. Huh. Alright, must just be using that one. The sprite for it, I mean. Alright. Hopefully, if all the archers get to move, yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to have a healer move. There's actually a legit possibility we can just end this right here. Alright, you got the range. No, we're one tile short. Alright. I can go for that guy instead. So I saw a few mentions complaining over archers getting pretty severely nerfed. And all things considered, they're still really good. Like, you just gotta put them in the right position. Like right here, they're doing. I mean, they can potentially delete that guy. They can go after that guy. Realistically, he's gonna get healed up in just a sec anyway, so it makes more sense to just finish off this one. Like, there we go. They can still two-shot squishies with relatively few issues. It's just they can't ever get close because they'll basically get deleted at that point, as they should, you know? There we go. He's doing preempt. I don't know why he doesn't come with counter. Then again, I suppose all the counters got moved around, so there's that. Oh, and when he get instilled... Oh, that's the TP hit. He's not doing an instill at all. Doip. So hopefully we're going to be able to save him. No guarantee of that whatsoever. We're trying to get close, but it's still another round until the healers can actually reach him. Then again, that being said, actually he can do 80. Yeah, he might survive with like 1 health here. If he does. Whatever, you just go for one of these. Worth a try. Pike. Alright, and he's gonna go in as a distraction. Again, everybody else is pretty much a distraction for the archers at the moment, and he seems to have done his job. Yeah, let's get biceps of phalanx here. Gonna be a little bit quiet for just a moment here, just because one of the kiddos is starting to wake up a little bit early from their nap. Apparently, I was talking a little bit too loud, but it would be good to let them rest up. So, gonna be a little bit quieter here for the moment, as you do in that situation. All right, Crushinator, you can finish off this one. Good job. That is why she's the Crushinator. And yes, she is a Futurama reference. Just imagined that giant robot thing. The friggin' axe. It's like, that sounds terrifying, you know? Whew, okay, I can just barely get to him. I'm probably not going to use Swordmasters much for a little while. I might. I mean, they're actually really good, but... it's probably going to be a minute until I use them. You know, cut to me immediately using them after this fight, of course. What can you do? Thankfully, it's not nearly as difficult to, or not nearly as time-consuming to get a class up to scratch in OV. I mean, granted, the XP and all that is the same. It's just, it's a lot easier in general. Like, you can give them that little 10-level leeway, more or less. course, you can even go higher than that without any real issues, but by and large, 10 is a pretty solid number. I might not even want to go casting gloves on these Terror Knights, because all things considered, I was hoping to see better odds out of them, but I think it's actually affecting damage, not odds by the looks of it. And Hobrim forgot to turn on his preempt. Good job, buddy. That's going to keep you alive for a while. Alright. Don't suppose you guys can focus down the healer? Not quite. But you can break through this guy. Ah, not what I meant to do, but whatever. That's what I get for pushing buttons too fast. You're probably going to be just short on damage, right? Yeah. That's fine. We have one more. Or you know what? Actually, this guy right here. I can just shield bash him. Gotta love the shield accuracy thing. So yeah, shields are basically your higher accuracy, lower damage, and potentially a debuff kind of move. So really good for finishing units off. Very handy. Alright. Yeah, against a relatively low resistance unit, we're getting pretty much nothing here, but and I guess it's something. Definitely better than before, but it's kind of what makes Cudgel, I would assume Cudgel Terror Knights a lot more viable. Alright, that won't work. You just kind of hang out here. Should probably could have gone for a Pike Stab behind Canopus, but I wanted to act faster. Alright, so we got Crushinator taking a hit. Now they're all going to take hits. Now this guy seems to have made a very... I'm gonna... Not to, like, tread the line on tropes here, but fatal miscalculation over here. Oh, never mind. Maybe not. Maybe he's fine. I was gonna say he gets the axe hit, then, you know, Denim here finishes him off, but didn't quite happen. Alright, and it's not like Spencer really needs the help, but he has it if he wants it. But as you can see, Hobrim is so much easier to keep alive in OV these days. You don't really have to worry about him having that many issues. Muladani kind of had that whole thing where he was very likely to just kill him off. And that's not the case anymore, so that's nice. Also, I don't have it on Crushinator, but I saw somebody mentioning over on the NG Plus forums, dang, I forgot to respond to that guy, asking for attack and defense buff, and for some reason it didn't get mentioned again in that thread there, except for those particular debuffs aren't possible, but I mean, there already is an attack and defense buff for Berserkers. I mean, it's last resort. It already buffs them. It's only for one turn and until the next attack, but it's actually really good. Like I was testing it not too long ago with the level 1 run, and man, it was really putting in work there. Because basically, it just raises strength as it is, and that ends up putting together a situation where they're just like stronger, and I mean they're obviously going to hit harder, but they end up taking a lot less damage for that turn as well. It's pretty surprisingly noticeable. Alright, is this checkmate? No, but it can be. Because I'm pretty sure Old Man Wizard here does not have parry. There we are. She is the farthest thing from a traitor, dude. I know you're talking about Denim, but still. Address me by my name. What is my name? And it's Pants. That's not his actual last name. Well, I guess it's his older last name. But I will. Like, no, they made me blind. And they were chasing me. Like, no, I still don't trust you. Yeah, go ahead. Worst case scenario, get some Swordmaster marks out of it. And there we go. Get a few little levels going. They had a, like, 2 to 3 level advantage there, by the way. And at this point, he forgets how to use his sword entirely. At least for another few levels. Alright, so they're gonna go meet up at Rhyme. I'm sure that'll go well for everybody. Like, oh, can they be trusted? Well, I mean, apparently we can trust this psychotic guy that keeps reaching for his knife across the table. Apparently that's not a problem. You know, he looks totally sane. So they're basically saying here that, like, yeah, as soon as they end up going and getting rid of Branton, everybody's going to go join the South, and everything's going to be all well and fine, because, you know, the DKs are basically just going to piss off. Which is pretty much what would happen. I mean, all things considered, they don't really have a reason to get involved otherwise. The Unflinching. What's that for? Save the Blind Swordsman. Why is it Unflinching for this one? Because I thought it was like He Who Walks in Shadows or something. Alright. Check them. I think that's a better save spot. So if something goes haywire with the recording, don't exactly have to worry about it getting all deleted and stuff. Alright. So that'll be that for this part. I will go ahead and, yeah, I think he was supposed to have counter hit here. I'm actually going to go two-handers on you. Despite the fact that he already... Actually, maybe I will leave him on 2 HKs. Don't know. I'll decide that next time. Anyway, see you then. Hopefully this run will continue without as many huge delays. I just wanted to get the Steve run done. Anyway, it's actually technically not done. It's just